All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides coming with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And right away, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
A first down carry for Smith. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Newton. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll make it second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. First and 10 at the 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They begin with a run by Smith, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Lee in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third and long, it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Drops it off for Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Newton steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. And he connects with Ebron. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Newton on 3rd down. Ebron caught left side. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Myles Garrett able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the gun, Newton. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Ingram. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Evan Ingram, 64 yards, and the Browns are able to cash in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. It's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. From the 50, Newton. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just punt it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something like there's going to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Smith. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
The Eagles on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Newton. being chased. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. And
brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up second down. To throw is Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mahomes going to throw to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you got a tie game and time running out. You got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2, so any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Green 39. Green 39.
That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
You